Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions offense will start this game off. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Looking to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
Now on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get it back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. Running back and linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy.
The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive. It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got his man quickly. Discards a man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys extending their gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got the tight end. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Running back searching for a hole. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's stepping outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Fires to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply don't help you.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay. Wide receiver shows motion.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's last call as we've got a final between Florida and Georgia. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's going to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's 4. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll open the second half on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Smashes through the tackle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Now on the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
He'll keep it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
He'll try the left side. Oh, what a move! He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The give to the fullback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Quarterback checking off. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Buys a little time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, You got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Miles. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They go right back to him. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the catch. It's Miles. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trying play action. Unloads it left. He makes a grab. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Slams ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back goes in motion. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And there's big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking for his man. Got his man to the left. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, the lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Pulls it in. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Here comes the option. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try,